All right, guys, it's 2022, early February. Now's the time that I usually start getting ready for the fishing season. I usually go out and buy a bunch of lures and hooks, but apparently I've got too much stuff already. I've got enough plastic worms, spinnerbaits, jigs, everything you can imagine. I've already got it, so I can't buy anything else. So I was looking at what I could possibly update, and I noticed that my fly fishing gear hasn't been updated since 2011. And I fly fish mostly for panfish like bluegills, green sunfish, and red ears. I catch an occasional bass sometimes. I also catch catfish on the black woolly boogers for some reason. The catfish seem to like that. So I was looking back at some of the logs that I have, and I realized I've been using the same gear. These are Three Forks rods from Cabela's. Apparently, since Bass Pro bought Cabela's or Cabela's bought Bass Pro, however it went, they don't sell the Three Forks rods anymore, but they do have the store brand Cabela's rods. So you could go and get one of their combos. They have the 5 weights and the 8 weights, and it comes with the rod and all the reel and all the line that you'll need. They have that for about $79. And if you want just the rod separately, it's about $99. So just to show you what I was working with, this was the original reel that I had. It's a Reddington reel, and I don't even think there's any backing on here. It's just fly reel that changes colors. And this reel was not reversible. It goes either direction, and it's got a click on it. You adjust this little knob here, and that controls the drag. That will make it harder for you to turn it back around. And I used that for years, and I had no problems with it. I also bought a combo Cabela's brand, which came with a generic, I don't even know what material this is. It doesn't feel like aluminum or stainless steel, but it was the Prestige 3. And I used this one mostly when I went out to the lakes. But this one has a forward, which is smooth, and a reverse, which is kind of hard. You can feel it. As you adjust the drag here, it gets easier to turn or harder to turn in reverse. And I use a left-hand retrieve, so I retrieve this direction, and that's considered reverse. So when I turn this drag all the way, I can barely pull that back. So I was trying to find what I could get to upgrade / replace my hardware. And I was reading that most of the fly reels are made of some type of aluminum. And the aluminum that they said to look for was this 6061. And apparently the T6 version is the best version that you can get. So I went looking. I was first looking for a 5 weight reel that I would just use on my existing rod. And I found this little Angler Dream. It says it's an aluminum rod. And I just want to use this for pond fishing, for when I go around the local ponds. So I didn't need anything fancy. This reel says that it is ambidextrous, which means it can be either left hand retrieve or a right hand retrieve. When you get the reel, it comes set up for a right hand retrieve, like you're going to do it like that. But you hear that clicking, that's the drag, because I've reversed it. There's a little knob in here that you flip around, and that makes it so that a left-handed person retrieving that way will have their drag going that way. Now, when you get this reel, it comes with an orange backing in there, and it comes with a blue fly line. But you have to, if you're going to reverse it like I did so that it's a left-handed retrieve, you also have to take the fly line out and reel it back in, because the way they ship it, the line's coming out the bottom here. So a right-handed person winding this way, the line comes in through the bottom here. In my case, I flipped it to the left side like that, but the line was coming out the other side. It wasn't coming out the front here, it was coming out the other side, so I had to flip the line over. The reel itself is aluminum. It's not some type of finish on it. It's just a dull aluminum, but it's pretty solid. Feels like it wouldn't break or anything, and it's pretty smooth. It rolls really smooth there. So I'm going to take this reel and use my existing 5-weight 3/4 rod and continue my pond fishing with it. Now I also have a 8-weight rod, and on that 8-weight rod, I wanted to get a new reel and a new rod, because I usually catch bigger fish on that, bigger bass, and I'm going to try to catch some carp this year. This reel comes with, this whole package comes with the reel, the rod, case, and the line. These flies aren't really worth much, and it came with, I believe, a leader, but I didn't use this leader. I normally don't use leaders. I've been using fishing line in the past, but now I'm going to switch to using a leader on the fly line, and coming off of that leader, I'm going to use some 12-pound fluorocarbon, because the fluorocarbon is very light. So in this particular package, this reel, this is the actual reel, it's just a different color. It says it comes with, it's made of CNC machined 6061 T6 aluminum. I guess that's good. So I went ahead and went with that reel. And that whole combo, the reel looks like this. Nice and silver. It's got some yellow backing in there, and it's got some green 8-weight line. Drag on the back side here. Now this reel did not come pre-spooled, so I had the chance to switch it to the left hand so that it's smooth going forward before I actually put the line on. And then when I try to go back, there's the drag. And if I increase that drag, it's more difficult to move it backwards. Now I saw a review that said that they give you way too much backing, and they were actually right. I had to take off about 40 yards of the backing so that I could get the actual line on correctly. See, at the very bottom, see if I can get that adjusted. At the very bottom down there, You want to have a little space so that the reel is free to move around. I didn't have that space with all that backing on there, so it wouldn't turn. So I had to get rid of about 40 yards, and now it just turns very smooth. And again, this is a combo, which comes with everything, including this little carrying case. And the little carrying case is just this big, so I can just carry it in the back of my truck if I want to. Now here is, I'm also going to be using some leaders. I took the combo out to the pond just to throw it around. And when I have the leader on, the line, when you're casting, it actually comes out or unrolls itself a lot better when you have this leader on here. So I'm going to use these leaders, and I'm using the, what did they say this was? I'm using the 0X size, which is the size they recommend for bass. Apparently you'll have like 4 to 5 foot of leader, and it'll have another 5 or 6 feet, depending on what size you order. I've got a 9-foot rod, so I ordered the 7.5 foot leader. So it's got tippet on the other end of that leader already there. So what you'll do is tie onto that tippet, and as you're cutting down and you're getting up to the midsection of the leader, I'm going to tie a loop knot there, and then that's where I'll connect the fluorocarbon. And then there was one other one that I looked at. I don't see it here. Let me go find it. It was a Piscifun. I'm in the wrong box there. It was the Piscifun. Yeah, it was this one, the Piscifun Sword. This one also says aluminum. Let's see what we got. CNC machine 6061 T6. So again, it's supposed to be the good aluminum. And I got this one in a 8-weight. And I'm going to use my existing 3/4 rod with it. And that one looks like this. It also does not come pre-spooled, so I ordered some 30-pound backing in that yellow. And then I ordered the 8-weight, the 8-weight fly rod. The 8-weight fly line to go with it, and I spooled it on myself. And I didn't have any problem. You see, I got plenty of clearance down there. So it turns very easy. Same thing on the other side. It's got the drag here. Just that drag, and it's harder to turn, and you still get the clicks. And you can just barely see there where this line came with a loop. So I just used a loop-to-loop connection to go to the leader. And I'm just going to tie my flies on to the end of that leader. So that's what I'm going to try to do in 2022. I didn't do much fishing in 2021 due to family issues. So I hope I'll be able to get out a lot more this year. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.